Boy, I know that we could be more than just friends, but you're scared. Boy, I know that we could be more than just friends, but you're scared. Boy, I know that we could be more than just friends, but you're scared. Boy, I know that we could be more than just friends, but you're scared. Boy, I know that we could be more than just friends, but
Yo, what's up, Predheads?
Yo, what is up, everybody? Happy Monday.
How's everyone doing tonight?
How we doing? I know I'm doing good. I will say that we are pretty much about to get blown the F away in California. It is so windy
Oh my
here.
goodness. It's crazy. It's like 50-mile-per-hour gusts.
No, yeah, it's crazy. And literally right before we started this episode, we started smelling a fire. And we
Oh
were
my
like,
goodness.
is our freaking house on
I know,
fire?
right? This episode's just too heat.
Yeah, we're going to bring the heat. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend. Not a ton of lives, but a lot of updates and videos. So we're going to bring it all to you guys today. Who do we have in chat?
Well, we got a lot of people, a lot of new faces too. Cooley, Gobshite, Chaos, Lori, Colorado Ped Patrol, Patriotic, Amy, Arizona Predator Prevention, Daisy, Faith, Brandon, Lori, Black Planet Vampire, Brian,
Yo,
Koopa, Laura.
yo. I just personally want to say hello to all of you guys. Thanks for being here. And let's get into this episode. There's a lot. So let's go over.
Let's
Let's
get
hit
it
our
going.
milestones. You guys know we all love that.
Yes, we got a few milestones from the community. Take
a
a
few.
look.
Let's see.
The first one we got is coming from Gordon Flowers, Alex's newer channel, coming in at 6,000 subs.
He's been putting that heat content as well.
Yeah, he's been doing some good re-uploads too of some classics.
If you guys saw the one from this morning, we'll go over it, but it was crazy.
So we got Alex with Gordon Flowers at 6,000. The second one we got here is coming from PCI Eric, Predator Catchers Indianapolis at 13,000 subs.
Nice. So well deserved. They've also been bringing the heat.
Yeah, they had a really good catch over the weekend. We'll get into that too. The next one's from your boy JDQ, 17,000 subs.
Nice. Yeah, if you guys can just take a second to look at all of our tabs up right now, you guys can usually base how big the episode is off of that. So you
Yeah.
can see we got a lot to cover tonight.
We have a lot. And the next one is CPP Colorado Ped Patrol with 37,000.
Ooh, look at that line. It just goes
That's
straight
crazy.
up. Straight up.
I want to see how many episodes we've given him, like 1,000.
No, I looked back and we have done it every single episode. We have mentioned his growth. So huge shout out. And he's
Fast
here tonight.
grower. Yeah, shout out to Tommy.
Thanks for being here, Tommy.
The next one was nice to see. CP Catcher with 49,000, and I know he's still, out of service with his surgery and his ankle. So we wish you a speedy recovery, Sam.
But you know what I love? I love that we even covered him on our last episode, and his channel is continuing to grow
Right.
even though he's out. So that just goes to show that his supporters are true and people really respect what he does.
100%. And then the last one we got here is coming in from PP Mass with 63,000, almost to 64 too. I was thinking maybe he might hit it by the episode.
Maybe by the end of our episode, he will.
So shout out to all you guys for those milestones. We love to see it. Now we want to go right into our community news. We actually got
Let's do
some
it.
breaking news.
Breaking news, you guys, within the last hour.
We brought you this story about Courtney ElizXbeth not being able to do any catches in her own town.
Yeah, that was so messed up.
And then, we told you about the 911 call that was going down, and that 911 call charge got dropped.
That
and
she did not make. She didn't make the 911 call.
Yeah,
someone
someone
else
else.
did.
And we just saw this on her Instagram. It was an email sent out to the lieutenant over there in her city. And she said, "My biggest question, will I actually be arrested if I do this in Madison? So long as I'm not hurting anybody or breaking any laws, it just doesn't seem right to me. And they responded by saying, I can only offer that each situation is reviewed independently. The Madison Police Department does not have any ordinance or law prohibiting you or banning you in general. So that being said, she said she will continue doing catches in Madison again.
That makes me so happy for her. And we knew that was going
Right.
to come. We knew it.
Yeah, she also mentioned she will be getting the police involved again as well. Because
Good.
that was like a big thing for her, is that she didn't want to call the police. And then the viewers are like, why aren't you calling the police? Why aren't you calling? Well, now she'll be calling. So
I love that.
great news from her over there. The next good news we got here is from Dap. Dap made a little comeback today. We told you about his YouTube strike that took him off air for a minute. So we like to see that he's back, and he dropped a video. We're going to go ahead and play this.
What's up, Dap fam, Dapamaniacs? What up, y'all? Just want you guys to know we're back today. We're launching a second channel that's called Who is Dap? And that's going to basically be our backup channel. It's going to have podcast clips, as well as a new thing called Monday Edits, which is I'm going to take a video once a week, and I'm going to shit post edit it myself. We'll see how it goes, see if you guys like it. The second channel is just basically a backup, just in case anything ever happens to the first channel. And we're going to start adding old catches and stuff like that. Eventually, the whole catalog is on that channel as well.
So shout out to Dap for coming back with the second channel. I just dropped the link in the chat if you guys want to go follow that second channel.
Mm-hmm. And we're seeing this more and more with every single catcher. They're starting to start backup channels because you really cannot trust YouTube, especially in this profession.
Right.
YouTube is just taking down channel after channel. So super dope that he's starting this backup channel. And there's going to be some really cool stuff on it.
Yeah, one thing I did want to mention, though, is if you do have a strike, I was looking into this with another group. They had a backup channel, and in the terms of service of YouTube, it says if you try to go around this strike by using another channel, you could get both of the channels terminated for good.
Yikes.
So I don't know the specifics, and I've never seen it happen myself, but it's definitely something to look into because, yeah, a lot of the channels are starting the second channel. So if you're trying to get around a strike and get back on YouTube doing lives and stuff, you might want to look into the terms of service so you don't get both of your channels wiped.
And I'm sure that there's fine writing. Maybe it's like using the same name or the same logo because, I mean, you're telling me I can't have my face on 3 different channels. That's crazy.
You can, but if you're blocked from one, they don't want you using your second one because that just defeats the purpose of giving you a block on your first one. So,
well, all I can say is I am super happy to see him do this, to see him back. I actually got to see he started a podcast. So he has really exciting things coming to that channel. We'll link everything below after the episode so you guys can go check it out as well.
yeah, they're almost tied with us. They did their 16th episode for their podcast today. And this is our 17th. So shout out to Dab. We're glad that you're back. Let's see here. The next thing we got is going over Musa.
Holy crap.
Musa had a gun pulled on him.
You guys, this
We didn't
was
see the gun.
crazy. This was absolutely crazy. We were watching a show, and when we heard it, we literally dropped everything and put it on the big screen.
So let's go ahead and play this.
Yeah. Hello? Hello? I can't see.
He just pulls up in the back.
Excuse me. Yeah. Let me talk to you. Yeah. How old is that kid that's supposed to be coming here right now?
What kid?
The person that's supposed to be coming here right now. Do you want me to call the police or you want to talk to me?
He's not 15.
How old did the kid tell you he was?
Huh?
How old did the kid tell you he was?
I told him to come over when he was 18.
How old did the kid tell you he was? Do you want me to call the police on you?
Yeah, because it's your dick.
Huh?
It's your
It wasn't
dick.
my dick.
It was your
It
dick.
wasn't my dick.
It was your dick.
If it wasn't my
Oh,
dick.
It was your dick.
Oh, keep your hands where I can see him.
No. My gun.
Huh?
Ooh.
Musa got out of there so quick.
He backed up so quick.
Yikes. And yeah, I mean, I don't know much about the truckers, but we were reading some of the comments. People were saying that they're actually not allowed to maybe carry guns on
it's
a
like
truck
illegal.
because they cross state lines.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these truckers, that's a kind of a scary thing to have to go into a truck like that.
Yeah.
You don't know who's in there.
No, we're going to cover this one a little bit later in the episode as well.
Just wanted to get that out of the way. That's pretty scary. You never know what you're going to come across doing these type of things here. The next thing we got here is coming from Colorado Ped Patrol. He is going to be going to Oklahoma this weekend. He has 3 catches lined up. Saturday, he's going to have a new guy I guess no one's heard of. And then Sunday, he's going to have the garage pred and the pilot pred.
Yes, you guys, I'm so excited about the pilot pred. We have been waiting so long. If you guys were on CPP channel earlier, we got to speak to him a little bit. This guy's just so full of crap. He fabricates everything, and he has no idea that Tommy and the team are coming. So it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, we can't wait for that one. And then he also has a catch tomorrow, I believe. CPP does. There was supposed to be a catch tonight, but I guess there were some issues with the pred, and not really sure exactly. So they postponed that. So we'll be looking forward to this weekend with the pilot pred for sure.
Yeah, and tomorrow's catch is Cece's catch. And so everyone who loves CPP, Cece is one of the original decoys, so that'll be exciting. We haven't seen her in a while.
Coming back into the game.
Yep.
The next thing we got here is something kind of cool on CPP's second channel. Here's a little clip.
Oh, you guys.
And I hold on, I'll just play it.
Yeah.
What's going on, buddy? Yeah, what are you doing here? Who are you here to meet?
Not here to meet anybody.
Listen, man, I'm the one that you've been chatting with the last 3 months, so you can be honest with me or I can call the police. Who are you here to meet?
I'm not here to meet anybody.
You're not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, man, listen, you can talk to me or we can call the police. We need to know what you're doing, man. I'm not always for the arrest, but I'm definitely want to make sure that you don't do this again. Who are you here to meet? You don't know what I'm talking about, bro. I was just talking to you on the phone. Black hat, you got the flannel shirt on? Bro, you can bullshit all you want, bro. Or I'm gonna just call the police. You want me to get...
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've been talking to you. You don't remember Cher? No? You've been talking to us for 3 months, bro. You don't remember Cher?
Sherry?
Yeah, Sherry.
This guy.
Okay, listen, you can be honest, or we're just gonna call the police, man. I can send my guy to... Hey, do me a favor, Cooley, go get the chat logs. do you want to talk? Let's go over the chat logs then.
So you guys...
So basically, long story short, is these are actually 2 of Tommy's longtime viewers, one of his decoys and one of his viewers. I have seen them since pretty much day 1 on the channel. They started talking, they fell in love, and they got married. And so that video we will also link below. Tommy did the officiant. Was the officiant? Is that the right word? But it was just super dope. True internet love. I've never seen anything like it. And I think that that's the first predator catching wedding that we have had on on YouTube. So I thought it was super tight.
Yeah, I liked how Tommy did that too, where he pretended that Joe was...
I know. I was like, well, is what I thought after. I was like, Joe is a really good actor. Like, I thought the entire time, I was like, who is this guy? Why is there a catch going up on this channel? I didn't know catches were supposed to be on this channel. So they played it off really well. And it was also cool to see both of them in real life.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So shout out to Sherry and Joe for getting married. Just, 2 people in the community that found each other here as well. The next thing we got here is coming from our boy Chris over there at Creep Catchers, Texas, who recently had his channel terminated.
Such a shame.
Super sad, but he posted this, that he got bit by a dog on his finger. And apparently he told me that it almost came off.
What?
Yeah, his finger. I didn't want to see the picture, but we're, sending our wishes to you.
And also, if you guys try to go look for his channel did get taken down. But the second that he creates a new one, we'll be sure to blast it all over so you guys will see it. But definitely go follow him on Instagram. As always, we'll link it below.
Yeah, it's at CowboyChris214. And then on that same kind of vein with his channel being taken down, we heard that Omaha Creep Catchers recently was going through some things with some lady who was claiming she was going to sue him for using the name Omaha Creep Catchers. And so, you know, I did a little research. I was looking into it, and basically,
lo and behold,
yeah, there is a Creep Catchers that's trademarked out of Utah. And I had never heard of a Creep Catchers Utah, but I did look it up, and I found an article from 2019. Creep Catchers Utah group aims to bust child sexual predators with or without police. And so, yeah, it basically goes on to say that, you know, they're a group out there that does the sexual predator, you know, public advocacy thing. And I don't know. I mean, it's interesting because we were talking about if we added another word to a name, does that make it like a trademark infringement? Like if I were to add my name to, you know, Target or something. I mean, there's a whole bunch of
creep catchers. I feel like is such a common thing. Like I feel like there's a lot of YouTube channels out there, so it's really a shame. Even Chris with his channel,
right?
It had creep catchers in it, didn't it? So we were actually thinking he got his channel taken down for a copyright, but they didn't really go into more detail, at least to our knowledge, as to what the copyright was. And I am starting to think that this lady is going around and shutting down all of these channels that have creep catchers.
Right. Yeah. And it was just like, what? Like who does that? You know?
And the saddest part is, I mean, a copyright is a copyright, so I really can't hate on her. But the sad thing is that she's not on YouTube or, you know, we could, at least we could not find her channel. So it is kind of a shame that these YouTubers are getting their channels taken down.
Yeah. And that brought me to another channel, Creep Catchers Canada, who had some uploads, but when we looked just the other day when I was researching this, all of their channels were removed. So I was thinking maybe they got scared. This lady reached out to them too. She's just hitting up everyone with the name Creep Catchers and is, you know, telling them to take down their stuff.
Is there a way on YouTube just to go in and change your name, or once you create your name, it's like firm in stone?
Well, no. So Omaha Creep Catchers did change their name to Omaha Creep Control.
Nice. Okay.
So just to avoid any headaches that may have came from that, you know, it's not worth it at that point.
It's honestly best to play it safe than sorry.
Yeah. So, and then I wanted to give a little word of advice maybe to a newer channel that we covered, CT Creep Catchers. I think he's in Connecticut, but he's fairly new, has a couple videos, and we showcased him on our last episode. He might want to think about changing his name too to avoid any issues with this trademarked name. Yeah,
trademarks are no joke, and you really can't fight it. If somebody has that trademark, I mean, there's literally no fighting up against it.
Yeah, the weird thing that I noticed, though, is the Creep Catchers Canada, when I was looking into the trademarks, you know, they're protected wherever you filed in that jurisdiction. So the trademark would be good for all of United States, but it wouldn't bleed into Canada. So I'm not really sure what happened with that, but very interesting. The next thing we got here is an arrest from PCI and PCM over the weekend. I want to go ahead and play this.
For months. And then got a flight. Come to the U.S.
U.S. Well, Patty.
I know.
What's going on, bro?
From Canada?
Flew from Canada.
Okay. And then what?
Came to meet a 14-year-old, and she was...
It's got everything on there.
Yep.
So yeah, that's PCI in Indianapolis and PCM.
And we'll cover this one a little bit later because it's actually crazy, and it was the first time that I personally saw something. But I'll wait.
The next thing we got here is coming from PCI and PCM as well. This is the charges from that guy.
Nice.
Child solicitation, person at least 21 solicits child at least 14 but less than 16, or an individual the person believes is a child 14 to 16, using computer network, and the person travels to meet a child or an individual person believes to be a child or a person has a previous unrelated conviction for committing a child solicitation offense. So this guy's already been doing this type of stuff.
And yeah, we are going to cover this a little bit later. Is that true?
I mean, we can go into it now.
Well, because is what I want to say for anyone that didn't see it. This guy lives in Canada, you guys, and he flew all the way to see a child here in America. So at that point, it goes from just being a local PD issue to now it's a federal offense.
Right.
So this guy is in deep water, and it's bad.
For this
It
guy.
is really bad. And from what I saw in the video, he actually is already fighting a different investigation in Colorado for soliciting pornographic images. We don't know if they're to minors or what, but this guy's in deep shit.
Yeah, I saw on the CPP Reddit also, someone made a post, TX Bulldog 1776. He's always over there doing good posts.
Yes, he is.
He said, great catch from PCI on Sunday. This VP for a major textile manufacturer flew from Canada to Indianapolis to hook up with two minors, 13 and 14, gets cuffed fast and gets charged locally and will most likely be getting federal charges as well.
This guy is just so crazy. Like he also told them, he was like, well, you know, when you're on the internet, you just have like makeup. It's a makeup world. And they were like, yeah, but you're actually standing in front of us right now.
Right,
like you're not in a universe in the internet right now. Like you're physically here and you flew here.
Yeah.
And he has 3 kids of his own. So it's a really sad, disgusting situation.
And then he linked over to the NetPredators profile on this guy here. And I'm not going to show it because there is some personal information there.
All their personal information.
Yeah, but I wanted to touch on NetPredators really quick. If you guys haven't checked out NetPredators, and you're a catcher too, if you haven't checked it out, definitely go over to netpredators.com, take a look. This is all the catchers and decoys that are listed currently. It has their name, their YouTube, their Facebook, any social medias or way to get in touch with them, any donation links as well. And then they post all the stuff from the catches, all the personal information, all the, you know.
It's basically a registry for the predator catching community. So any person that is caught goes up on this page, and it has their address, their phone number, literally every piece of information, including the text messages, so you guys can see those, and then the footage.
Yeah, the decoys are helping out with sending, you know, all of the text messages, so you guys can kind of see some of the background things going on. And it's just a really good project, and I love it. We have our own little tab here that they created for us, so thank you, NetPredators, for that.
Yes.
And then also you can make an account on the website, and you'll be able to comment and leave stuff on the posts that come up. So if you go to the homepage here, you'll see all of the recent catches that have been logged, and these are just being logged by, you know, people that are willing to help. So if you do want to help as well, you can go over to our Discord. We can get you in touch with the creator, and you can start inputting some data or whatever you can do to help. You know, it's a big project. Super cool, though. And then this is just kind of an idea of, this is a profile on here from Gabriel Diaz Lopez. You know, it tells you the location, the name, the catch date. It gives you a social media here, has the video.
Who the decoy was usually.
Yeah, the CPP coolie. And then it has the chat logs here.
So it's so incredible.
Yeah, it's really cool. So shout out to NetPredators. Definitely go check out NetPredators if you can. You won't be disappointed. The next thing we got here is coming from PP Toronto. They had a huge weekend with Justin Payne and TCOY, the Decoy. I don't know how many catches they did, but I do know there was like 3 arrests. So shout out to you guys on that. TCOY dropped a few videos too that were super interesting that I hadn't seen. We'll get into that on these catches, but just wanted to give a shout out for you guys on this. Pretty cool.
Super cool. Great work.
The next thing we got here is a podcast that I thought our listeners might be interested in as well. It's called The Betrayed. If you guys haven't heard of it, go check it out. They cover kind of some decoying, and they do stories, tell stories.
Nice.
You know, about the community and stuff. Their latest episode, number 112, 37-year-old weirdo is worried about 14-year-old calls. And they're on Apple and Spotify.
Nice.
I just wanted to play a little snippet here so you guys can kind of see.
This is from August 17th. And I just thought this was interesting. Jury convicts registered SO. You guys know what that is, right? It's a registered, for using Facebook to produce CP. So what he did is he got, this is crazy. He got a fake Facebook account and he like catfished women and got them to send him pictures of their children in a negative way. You guys.
So yeah, go check that out. It's made by Gina Beck and Dabber Owl, the Betrayed podcast.
Nice, and I love that it's on Spotify and iTunes.
Yeah, we'll soon be migrating
We're
our
working
show as
there.
well.
Hopefully by episode 20, we'll be on iTunes and Spotify.
That's our goal. And then our next thing, we just want to kind of shout out our Instagram because we had our 2 others deleted. Our new Instagram's at PNN Podcast. We're kind of reluctant to use it right now.
You guys, yeah, if you followed our previous one, you would see us up there probably every hour posting updates, cool stories, chatting back and forth with you guys. This one, it's almost like a ghost account, but we're going to get back into it. We have a 30-day probation period, and then we plan on like going full hard. Force. Yeah. So just follow it and trust that in 30 days, it'll be a great account to follow.
Yeah, it'll be good. And then the other thing is our Discord. If you did want to join, stay up to date. We do have bots in there for all the catchers. You'll get notifications for everybody. Yeah. And we have some cool, good discussions in there. And we have a
lot of fun discussions in there. During catches, we just created a new tab. So when a new video goes up, it'll post it. And then we have another chat room, basically, where we can have a conversation just about that live catch. Sometimes the catchers, when you see 2,000 people in there, it's going so fast, you can't really like talk back and forth. So ours is a little smaller. And then we even last night hosted a video. We showed Rami's catch on the Discord. So that was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So if you guys are on Discord, definitely check us out. Go over there. And that pretty much wraps it up for us on the community news.
Let's get into the news, the national news.
The crazy news.
This is crazy, you guys.
The first story we have here is coming actually from JT1 on Discord, so thank you for this story. A former San Diego Sheriff's deputy sentenced to 80 years for sex crimes. A former San Diego County Sheriff's Department deputy convicted of 16 felony counts related to rape and child molestation was sentenced Wednesday to 80 years in state prison. Earl Yamamoto, 41, who worked for the department between 2016 and 2019, was found guilty by a Chula Vista jury in August of felony sex crimes against at least 2 underage girls. Prosecutors say the crimes occurred between 2012 and 2019.
Wow,
So
you know what
80
really
years.
really interests me about this is CC unit and PvP have the worst luck with police departments down there.
Right.
They're just really rude. They're not helpful whatsoever. So maybe there's going to be a bigger investigation, and maybe some of the higher ups there are dirty birds and they're getting exposed. So maybe we'll start getting arrests there now that we're weeding out all the dirty cops.
Yeah, and I was honestly really surprised to see a sheriff's deputy getting 80 years.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's very rare.
Very rare. The next story we got here is also coming from JT1 on Discord. Thank you for this article. Doral teacher charged with having sex with 15-year-old student. She's pregnant, cops say.
What?
Yes.
Before you even read in, you guys, do you hear that? 15-year-old student, and now the teacher is pregnant.
Another teacher in the news.
Read into that.
She's charged with lewd and lascivious battery, electronic transmission, harmful to minors, unlawful use of a communication device, child neglect, offenses against students by authority figures, contributing to delinquency, and possession of a firearm on school property.
What a great teacher.
The allegations were reported to J.C. Bermudez Senior High School after a student showed others a video of him and the teacher having sex. Police say a child does not have the legal authority to give consent, even though the child may say that this is okay. The responsibility is on the adult. According to arrest reports, a search of the student's phone revealed nude pictures of Calvi and the student, a WhatsApp message thread where the two texted each other, "I love you," and other romantic expressions, Calvi's credit card being used for the student, and an audio recording of the student telling an unknown person to deny the relationship.
Wow. So somebody that has so much say over a child and a kid, I don't care if you're 15, you think maybe I'll get better grades, or,
Right.
Every 15-year-old boy is off doing stuff. So it's disgusting. And to find out that she's pregnant is 10 times worse.
And she's not like a bad looking like lady, you know?
Yeah.
Which makes it.
It's disgusting.
what?
I wonder what the parents are thinking right now.
Yeah.
And I wonder if she's going to keep the baby. We'll definitely keep you guys updated on this story.
On that. The next story is out of Ohio. Ohio human trafficking operation results in 161 arrests, recovery of 10 missing children.
Wow.
The men arrested included a city council member, a firefighter, a teacher, a professor, and a pilot. This is the largest human trafficking sting in the history of the state to date. 3 of the men arrested were attempting to buy sex from someone they believed to be a minor. The operation also resulted in 50 arrests of men and women who prosecutors say were offering to sell sex, maybe like a pimp. Law enforcement officers interviewed 51 potential human trafficking victims who were provided services from healthcare and social services organizations. We cannot arrest our way out of human trafficking, they said. If there is no market, if there is no buyers, there will be no trafficking. Reducing the demand means we reduce the number of people who are victimized by human trafficking.
Wow. So you guys, I actually want to do a whole separate episode on human trafficking. And throughout this process of having this podcast, I've been able to meet a lot of really great people, one of which runs a human trafficking group, if you will. So I really want to get her on here. I also know Steph the Decoy. She knows people. So I really plan on doing a whole episode because this is a huge, huge thing that I don't think a lot of people realize.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of highlight it, even though there wasn't really out of the 100.
They found 10 missing children.
Exactly. And also I like that they were kind of offering the victims some services and helping these people who might have potentially been human trafficked. And I think other states should follow this kind of operation. The next thing we got, oh my goodness, is sick.
You guys. So I want to preface before we get into this, Cup found this YouTube channel and we absolutely love it. Here, go into it. Is it what I think?
No.
Oh wait, sorry. Hold on.
No.
It's later. It's later.
Yeah, hold on.
Sorry.
This one's a sick one. This is an older story from March. We'll go ahead and play it.
I didn't sleep a wink last night. Running it through my mind, there were no signs whatsoever.
Now at 5, alarming allegations tonight about an Aventura veterinarian. Dr. Prentice Madden was entrusted to care for animals, but now he faces federal charges accused of sexually abusing them.
Whoa.
And there are child pornography allegations as well. That is not CBS 4's Peter Dentrather joins us now with the disturbing new details about this case just revealed at a federal court hearing.
Some people who had close contact with Dr. Prentice Madden had trusted him to protect their pets. Now they're stunned to learn that he's facing federal charges of abusing an animal and possessing child pornography.
Wow.
I didn't sleep a wink last night. Running it through my mind.
Animal rescuer Lindsay Donzotti says she had trusted 40-year-old veterinarian Prentice Madden with her 2 pets here at the Caring Hands Animal Hospital, and had even recommended him to dozens of people.
I can't even say gullible because there were no signs whatsoever.
Wow.
He was the kindest, sweetest person. This is why it's so inconceivable. He had a very soft manner. You could see he treated the animals with love.
At a federal court hearing, a judge read from the indictment, saying between May of 2018 and late February of this year, Madden possessed and distributed child pornography and is also charged with animal crushing.
Oh my God.
According to our news partner, the Miami Herald, a cyber tip led investigators to Madden last month. After raiding his home, they reportedly found digital images of child pornography and Madden having sex with a dog.
You guys.
A stark contrast to Donzotti's experiences with him.
This guy is just one of the absolute worst scumbags that you could ever dream of.
It's so foul. Like, he was literally doing stuff with the dogs and then posting it on like those websites that you go to and you can change the camera if you're just like video chatting somebody for 5 seconds, and he was literally uploading him doing that to the animals at the vet, you guys. Like, that's so bad. So then when they went in, they actually found that he possessed a ton of child porn.
Oh yeah, a lot. Over 1,500 files of CP, and that's what prompted the investigation by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security that led agents to search his house. But they did say that the reason we're playing this is because on Thursday he pled guilty to charges of receiving CP, possession of CP, and creation of animal crush videos, a term that refers to videos that depict the harming of animals for sexual gratification.
You guys, it's so bad.
Like, what?
And you want to know the worst thing? We see this with so many of the videos that we watch here in this community is the predator. When he went to court, he said, well, when I was a little boy, I was abused and I was molested. And that's what I just don't understand is why is that an excuse, one? And didn't that scare the heck out of you as a little boy and traumatize you? Clearly it traumatized you because you're going around and creating mockery everywhere. But it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's really sick. We always say now, you can't leave your kids with the teachers. You can't leave.
You can't go to church.
And now we can't leave our dogs with the vet.
Right.
It's like this guy's a whole different level of predator. But the good thing is that he was the first person to be charged in South Florida under the federal Preventing Animal Cruelty and Torture Act, which Donald Trump signed in 2019. He was sentenced on Friday to 22 years.
Nice.
Yeah. So good riddance to that guy. The weird thing, though, is that the U.S. Attorney Office has not released any images retrieved from his devices, leaving little recourse for former clients who seek to determine whether their pet was abused. I thought that was kind of,
Yeah.
I wish they would let people know.
Definitely sad.
So that guy can
rot in hell.
Yeah. The next thing we got here is coming from... This is a crazy story, guys. Child sexual assault charges are dropped against woman, 28, who became famous as the girl in the closet who suffered years of starvation and torture by parents 2 years after she was indicted for abusing a 14-year-old girl.
Oh my
and
God.
This was on the top thing on the news. And
yeah, for anyone new here that hasn't seen our show before, all the news articles that we bring up are news articles from the past 48 hours.
Yes.
So it's all very recent.
Very new. So this girl, she had these charges for talking, I guess, on Facebook with a 14-year-old girl. And they dropped the charges, and they're saying she might not have been competent to stand trial. They didn't explain why the charges were dropped. But I guess she had like a huge, crazy story in Texas of the girl in the closet, and she was kept in this small little closet by her parents from the age of like let's see here.
I don't want to sound really dumb right now, but I swear I saw like an episode of like Dr. Phil or Oprah.
Yeah, no, she was on Dr. Phil.
Okay, yes. Wait, oh my God, this is her?
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm like having a come to moment myself right now.
Yeah, so this was the picture right here of her on the left when she was rescued, and then on the right, and then on the left is her now. But yeah, she was being like
she was literally raised in a closet,
abused.
like no food, no English,
and there was like feces in
like she was literally kept like a dog in a cage. So I'm not surprised that they're not putting her away in jail.
Yeah, I mean it's just a really sad story all around.
Yeah, but she definitely needs to be in like a psych ward.
Yeah, it says that she was rescued from her family's mobile home after years of horrific physical and sexual abuse at the hands of her mother and stepfather. And when she was 8 years old, when they recovered her, she only weighed little over 25 pounds.
Yeah, if I can find the clip, the Dr. Phil clip, I will. Oh, well, there it is. I'll link it all below.
Yeah,
so give us like an hour after the episode, and then we'll link everything.
I was just looking through these pictures, and this is where she lived. It's just wow.
I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments. What do you guys think about her doing this now? Like, do you think, not that she had a right to do it since she lived in this? If you guys watched an episode of Dr. Phil, I think you guys will be like, whoa, this girl literally was raised like a dog.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe she didn't know better. I have no idea. Either way, it's a sad story.
Yeah, the parents are facing life in prison. So that's a good thing. The next story we have here is Alaska monk accused of child sexual abuse once stayed at Phoenix Monastery. So this monk, I guess, with the Russian Orthodox Church had turned himself in to police with the report that he had sexually abused an 8-year-old child. And they showed up with the child's parents and a priest to turn this guy in. He just walked in. And I was like, a monk? Like, he's, you know.
Right, monks, like, they don't talk, they don't.
Right.
Yeah.
And this was with the Russian Orthodox Church, and I didn't really know much about it. I hadn't heard about monks in the Russian Orthodox Church, and I was like, well, we've seen it before. The church always doing the sexual allegations, doing things. This guy faces 99 years for felony sex abuse if he's found guilty.
He will be.
But I looked up just to see, what's going on with the monks. What are they? And I found this article actually from 1999. And it's about felonious monks, and it's about some monastery with these monks that they created in Texas, and they were saying it's like a scam. They were scamming people. A whole bunch of people would go there to see this picture of a picture that would be crying, like of somebody, Madonna.
Okay.
It was like a picture, spiritual picture, and she was crying like
weird,
some type of essential oil. Super weird,
confusing.
But they also got caught up with some child molestation at that monk. They said the police said that there was no one ever there, but they were they had some weird feelings because the only people that were there were kids.
Yeah, that's never a good sign. If you look around and there's no adults and it's only kids and they're only trying to bring kids there, it's never a good sign.
Yeah, it said the only thing that caught anyone's attention was the presence of children on the grounds, which made church officials ill at ease. In 2000, Green pleaded guilty to indecency with a child, and now he's locked up. But I just thought it was kind of weird. I've never even heard of this before.
Same. We'll definitely be researching that more.
And now this is the next video what you were talking about.
Yeah, so I will say, you guys, go subscribe to this channel. They have the most interesting videos ever. They're all interviews, and they'll be interview with someone on fentanyl, interview with someone that's raped somebody, interview with, but it's all the most extreme things. But Cup found this one, and we wanted to show it to you guys.
Yeah, so this one was actually given to us by someone in the Discord, and it's pretty crazy. I do want to say it might be like a trigger warning for some.
Yes.
But it's a sex offender interview, Tracy.
Yeah, if you get triggered, step away for 40 seconds or so and then come back.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and play it.
And I was sleeping with my father as an adult. He came by the house one night and it scared me. So I told the guy I was talking to on the webcam about it. And he said that if I had sex with my son and he could watch, that he would bring us to California and take us away from everything. And I wouldn't have to be around my dad anymore.
Wow.
So I asked my son, and we had sex in front of the webcam.
Oh my God.
For the guy to watch.
Okay, so we'll pause it and we'll save the rest. It's really a lot to watch. It's
wow.
a lot to watch. But even if you guys don't want to watch this one,
there's a
you
whole
just
bunch.
Scroll to the side just a little bit. I mean, they have so many different ones. Interview with someone that's lived on the street, sexual abuse, and I mean, it's such an incredible channel, and
it's just
really
raw.
cannot. It's so raw, and there's no I mean, it's just, I can't wow this enough.
There is editing.
There is editing, but I mean, the people and the stories are just so real, and they're all so different, and it's just so authentic.
Yeah. So definitely go subscribe to Soft White Underbelly.
And now let's get into all of our catchers in the community.
Yes.
Our favorite part.
The first video that dropped was a re-upload from Alex on the Gordon Flowers channel. You guys might have seen this one before. This guy's a sick guy.
Oh my God, this guy is so sick. And can I just say, I don't know who the Decoy is. I know that all of you guys probably do, but I am so blown away by this Decoy. Like, she sounds so freaking young.
Yeah.
And I was blown away.
So there's this one was, it's really good. Go check that one out. The next thing we got here is from your boy JDQ, and this was the video I wanted to show last episode, but I was having technical difficulties. This one here though is just it's hilarious. I wanted to play this clip really quick.
Okay, so I need to know something.
Meet Jump Cloud.
Yeah.
The direct platform unifying IT.
Okay. I need to know something. Yeah, thank you for videoing me. I'm so beautiful. Thank you. I'm glad I'm covered in tattoos. You want to see that? I do tattoos. Thank you.
Did I become a meth head?
Oh, see?
The guy right here in the middle is the one that was confronted, by the way.
Oh my God.
The idea was to become a meth head. You're going to call me names now because you're that low? Yeah. Aren't you an adult?
Actually, according to the message of a kid. So the 14-year-old, we're with an organization that catches predators.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Grindr is not for predators.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, that's debatable.
You were on the wrong app, so you are trying to set up somebody. This is your fault.
Well,
then.
you see, he messaged
We're gonna
first
make
here.
sure.
He messaged first.
So it's just messages, right then?
Wait for
This
it.
is over airways?
Over airways. So now it's nothing. It's federal. I'm going to
This is a civil matter.
Like
Did
what?
his Adderall just kick in?
Yeah, probably.
Like,
He's
what
jumping off the walls.
Heck? And you guys, the girl standing on the side, I can't tell whether I like her or not. Like, she literally just stays silent, and she falls deeper and deeper into her sweatshirt as the thing goes on. Definitely a really funny catch. There was no arrest because they had to go to a different catch, but they definitely got exposed. Great job to Alex.
Good job on that one. That one's crazy. The next thing we got here is coming from LC Predator Catchers Musa. This is number 230. Let's take a look.
Tonight? Huh? Or you were just gonna go raw?
I don't know.
You didn't have condoms? Oh yeah.
Let me see.
I need somebody close to you, not know anybody. Or I'll call the police.
Let me see. Because I don't know who says it's.
We always see the Preds not being
I
able to speak
know.
English when they get confronted.
And I feel like 90% of LC's catches always end up being people that just do not speak English.
Right.
Like, he's going to need to learn Spanish,
Yeah.
French, like
He's gonna need all of them.
every single one. But anyways, this guy was 40 years old coming to meet with a 15-year-old. He clearly did not barely speak any English. So LC said, okay, I'll let you go. You need to call a loved one. They spent half of the video trying to find someone that he could call that spoke English. He ended up finally finding someone to call. They called, she answered. She was really nice. It ended up being this guy's godchild's mother.
Oh, wow.
I felt really, really bad for her. She was in shock. And during this entire video, by the end, I was just thinking, okay, so he's clearly a godfather. So does that mean he's married? I went back to the video and I was like, I couldn't find it. Of course, you don't have to be a godfather and be married whatsoever. But I was like, wow, this may be her best friend's husband, and she's getting not only the news flash that he was here to meet a little kid, but that he's gay,
Yeah.
So all around, it was super sad. Elsie ended up having a good talk with him and the girl and let him go.
Got his license.
Yeah, got his license, and he went bye-bye. And hopefully he doesn't reoffend.
We can only hope. The next one we have is that the truck driver one. And we played the clip earlier where the guy reaches for the gun, but we wanted to show this funny little clip.
Yeah, this is awesome.
This is Musa talking to police.
Yeah, the police arrived. They were super accommodating, super chill, and this is what happened when they asked for his ID.
You called from your cell phone to the barracks?
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. I have your number. I don't want that, man.
You said ID?
Oh, no, the wrong one.
So he accidentally handed his medical marijuana card, and
the cops are like, "What? No, not this one, bro."
But you know what? I was super happy is I was like, okay, well, the cops may say, did you drive here?
Right,
or,
right.
You know, whatever. But they were super, super chill. They ended up not doing an arrest. I guess that the guy deleted a bunch of the messages, and Musa, since the guy deleted them, Musa didn't have them. So they said that they would go down, they would do a police report and do the best that they could. So they ended up leaving no arrest.
Still crazy catch there. So go check that one out.
It's always nice when you can find nice cops and deal with nice cops, you know?
The next channel, this is a video that came out, and this is from Mike Fox. I don't know if you guys have seen him before, but he does kind of like review videos on catchers. He has 1.4 million subscribers, and I was going to play this clip really quick.
It's just like...
I know, it's bad.
So you were aware he was 14 years old, correct?
At the first time I was not.
At first you were not? Yes, because it says 19 years old on the profile, but I made you aware that he was 14.
Yeah, but you've already said that you made him aware an hour before a meeting, which means that there was days, if not weeks, of, you know, pulling this guy along and, you know, making him believe he was talking to an adult, and, you know, you know how it is online, maybe even fall in love with who he thinks is a 20-year-old woman and or a 20-year-old man, I've forgotten which one. And at the last minute, hey, I'm 14. That's why it seems entrapment, if that makes sense.
So he's going to say that because the catcher told them that he was underage like an hour before, that it's entrapment. And we've looked into this. There is no entrapment for civilians, like civilian entrapment. You have to be a law enforcement agent or an officer.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, I mean, I'm not really a decoy. I've done a little bit of decoying work, and I'm sure if you ask TCOY, the decoy, or Steph, or any of the catchers out there, I'm pretty sure a majority of them will, within the first at least 15 text messages, say, because the thing is you can really build a relationship with someone and then throw that in after, and then they have emotions kind of built into it, where maybe you've talked about family or whatever.
Right.
So then it is a little less fair, in my personal opinion. It's not entrapment, but it is kind of like,
it's borderline.
You know, you should just throw it out there immediately if you can, in my opinion. But tell them a little bit about this guy's channel and like, why we're showing this.
A lot of people, I've heard a lot of people say, you know, they don't really like this guy, or he doesn't really, you know, do anything for the community. He just watches the videos. But the reason I like him is that he has 1.4 million subscribers, and that's a huge amount of subscribers.
Huge. Yeah.
And instead of making like some dumb prank videos and getting a couple 100,000 views, he's using his platform to spread awareness on this community.
Right. And he's also showing, exactly. Just as you said, all that million people, maybe they didn't know there was a predator catching community.
Right, exactly.
And now showing this video, they're now typing in because they want to see others. So he may have helped a couple of you get some new subs.
Yeah, so shout out to Mike Fox. I mean, he's still putting the word out there and exposing these people, and that's, at the end of the day, what we want. The next thing we have here is DAP dropped the episode 16 of their podcast today. It premiered a couple hours ago. So if you like that behind the scenes thing, just kind of chilling, definitely go check that out. They also dropped a couple new videos, but we'll get to those. Hold on. This is a CPP premiere that dropped.
Oh man.
Did we talk about this one last time?
You know what's no. I think that we kind of glanced over it. We were about to go live right when it happened, so we didn't really give a full recap. But speaking of dog bites, Tommy got his finger bit when he went up to this house. So
let's take a listen.
You're just in your basement or what? Do you mind if can I look through his phone to make sure there's no child porn and stuff like on that? Oh, sorry. Yeah, that we were just verifying. That was us.
So as you may see, this guy's, we think, is kind of on the spectrum somewhere.
Oh yeah. And I'm going to just confirm that he is on the spectrum right now by what I'm about to tell you guys. So we've actually been told by the CPP team that this guy, to this day, probably to this hour, is still texting the Decoy's phone, even after getting exposed and being caught like this. He's still texting the Decoy's phone, thinking that she is real.
Right.
And to me, that just shows that he doesn't fully
He's
get
not
it.
all there.
He does not fully get it. But Tommy said that he handed everything over to ICAC, and he hopefully hopes to hear from ICAC today or tomorrow. So we'll definitely keep you guys updated on that.
Nice. The next video we have is from DAP. They're dropping, I know they're going to be dropping a lot of content now that they're back.
Yeah.
This one was Catch 130 and 131. We'll go ahead and play this.
With a 13-year-old girl online.
No.
Excuse me, everybody.
Hey, you getting
This
exposed
man's
today,
here to
buddy.
meet a 13-year-old girl.
Today, buddy.
A 13-year-old girl that you lured online.
No.
Yes, Matthew from Cleveland, Ohio.
That's not even my name.
Oh, that's not his name,
picture?
huh?
No, that's not my
Excuse
name.
me, everybody. This man's here to meet a
That's
13-year-old
not
girl.
even my name. Who is this?
This man's here.
Wow. Honestly, I'm happy he's back in the game. He
Yeah.
said he has been doing catches like the past month or so that he's been off of YouTube. So we're going to have a lot of good content coming out.
Yeah, and I did want to say, I heard him say in the podcast I was listening to that, you know, it's not about the video. Like this YouTube channel is like a small part of what he's doing. Like
100%.
Even though the cameras aren't rolling on YouTube, they're still rolling behind the scenes. They'll get uploaded, but that's not really what they're here for. They're here to expose these guys, and they'll use other means to expose them while they're off of YouTube. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, if you're a good catcher and your intentions are in the right place, YouTube isn't your first check on your checkbox of what's important.
Yeah.
It's about exposing, letting the town know, and then uploading the video so all of us can see it.
And then that's kind of how it used to be without the lives. Now that there's lives, it kind of added a twist to the whole game.
And I actually heard Courtney ElizXbeth say in an interview that I watched of her last week that she said she's going to be doing less live catches and just more uploading. And I mean, I personally love the live catches, but I understand that.
I wonder if that's going to change, though, now that we got the news that she can do catches in her city.
Maybe we'll see her back. Maybe we'll see her back.
I mean, we love lives.
We love it.
We love lives.
We do.
We can't deny that. The next video that dropped was a premiere from DAP as well. This is 132 Isaac.
That's what you said. It's all recorded.
Yeah, but I actually came out here to talk the truth. Look, I know y'all recording. I know all this shit already. But to be honest, I came out here to talk about the truth.
Do you know? Did you
Tell
know
the
she was
truth.
13? So how come he didn't know?
He doesn't know.
How come he didn't know?
Because I want him to.
What did he tell you?
Let me explain myself.
Here.
All I know is I'd be pissed if I went with my friend to meet a girl that he was meeting and it was an underage kid.
Right.
Like,
I
what?
would be pissed.
I'd probably dip. I'd probably be like, bro, you're here on your own.
He's a better friend than I would be because my ass would not be sitting right there.
Yeah, and I love how DAP does, he yells hella loud. I mean,
excuse me, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have him back.
So shout out to DAP. Everyone go sub to his second channel. Who is DAP? All one word. The next video that we kind of talked about earlier was PP Toronto, and I thought this was kind of cool. This is TCOY. This is her POV, her point of view from the catch, and I haven't really seen this on it, honestly.
Never.
You have to remember that PP Toronto and TCOY are in different areas of, United States and Canada.
Right.
So the coordination on this effort to get these guys arrested
is huge.
Yeah, and this was her calling the Pred while PP Toronto and Justin Payne were waiting kind of in the area to get them set up in the, not set up, but get them in place.
Get them to meet up.
Yeah.
What color is the banner?
It's written on something like woodish type.
Woodish? Is it like up tall?
Yeah, it's just near the regular vegetable section.
Because I just went by the bread and I didn't see you.
Sorry?
I said I just went by the bread and I don't see you.
Oh, yeah, I'm moving around. Sorry, yeah?
Oh.
Where the vegetables are?
Oh,
yeah,
Matt.
Around here and near there. Okay. What do you get? I'm getting regular stuff. What's that? Regular stuff.
Oh.
Regular stuff.
Oh my
Who's
God.
that?
Who's that?
Yeah, like avocado and avocado. Yeah, sure. Avocado. Yeah, thank you.
Who is that?
You my friend? Steph, your friend.
Ooh.
What you talking to him for? Sorry. What you talking to him?
So,
honestly, I'm smiling like ear to ear
same.
right now because TCOY just says, I mean, all the decoys do, but honestly, I'm just going to flat out say this. The decoy does about 95% of the work in
Yeah.
this. I mean, I have to be real about that. They do all of it.
Oh, yeah.
She spent hours talking to this man, hours texting him, literally pretty much engaging in a full relationship. So to be able to then turn this over and be on the phone when you hear Matt's voice is honestly, it's almost like an emotional moment. So huge shout out to TCOY. She is one of our favorites, and congratulations.
Yeah, and I liked hearing Matt come in on the phone. You're like, you're just waiting. And
I bet
could just
she
see
was
it.
so happy. I bet she was like, oh, because that's the
Right.
hardest part is making sure that they actually meet up.
Right.
Or you're not in the store, so being able to identify what's in the store to make them be like, oh yeah, it's in the planner area.
Yeah.
Well, what if there's not a planner area? So it's super great job. She's incredible. Obviously, go sub. We'll link it below.
She has 3 of these that she did. So there's 3 other catches. That were arrests. And you get the point of view from her. So I thought that was cool. One thing I might say, TCOY, maybe get like a background of some like talking in a store. If you look up like, people talking, get some like ambient like
she
sound
could
effects.
do that, but you know what? The
No,
guy
I'm
is
kidding.
so freaking stupid that he doesn't even need it. No, that would be like an extra mile. But also, if you guys want to go see all of the phone calls with that guy and the guys that they caught, go sub to her channel because they're juicy.
TCOY the Decoy. The next thing we got here is a live from Justin Payne, and Matt was there too. And I wanted to play this. Matt had a good message at the end.
Yeah, just thank you guys very much for your support for Justin and myself. I personally love you guys a lot. You guys are actually really, really cool. Like I always say, let's try to get all hands on deck to keep awareness for the children out there and for the minors. Just as much as everybody's doing, hashtag doing their part, taking the vaccine, let's do our part. And let's keep awareness. And if you're an uncle, if you're a niece, if you're a parent, if you're a grandparent, I don't care who you are, if you have minors in your life, keep an eye out for them all the time, please. We really, really, really need to stop this because it's getting really out of hand and it's getting very ridiculous. So
yeah, I just wanted to play that because it was a good little message from Matt, and it's true. It's getting out of hand. I mean, we do this show 3 times a week, and by the time we have our next show, every 48 hours, there's just so much that goes down in the community, so much news,
which is
crazy.
Which is sad. Honestly, it's really sad, but we'll always bring it. And all of the people that are watching this right now, you clearly are all doing something right because you're open to being, open to watching people get exposed and see these people
telling your friends and family.
So thank you.
Keep sharing. Sharing is caring.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing we got here is a live catch. This was the PCI catch, the arrest. This guy just flew from Canada. Let's take a look.
Okay. I'm in one more chance. Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. You know the answer. Did you talk sexual to the 13-year-old you were talking to?
Well, after she told me she's been with guys and had sex with men.
I asked a simple question. Yeah. Did you talk sexual to the 13-year-old? I don't give a fuck why or when, after she told you what. Did you talk sexual to a 13-year-old girl? Yes or no? All right. The answer is fucking yes. I'll read one right here. Yeah. Here's something you said to the 13-year-old. I really just want to meet you and fuck you hard and treat you like my little...
Woo.
Again, this is the first time in the YouTube community that I have seen a predator from a different country fly into our country to meet up. Do you know how big that is? Like, as when you're a decoy and you're in a different state, it's like your dream to be like, hey, fly to Colorado or fly to California so you can get them here. Right. So, I mean, the fact that they pulled that off is incredible. It shows how good they are at what they do. So, huge shout out.
Yeah, and it's got to be intimidating standing in front of Eric when he's yelling like that.
And also, they had somebody new on the team. I don't know if it's another catcher. We were trying to figure that out. There was another guy.
I think it's just like maybe a friend.
I don't know. He was really great at interrogating this guy. So, I wanted to also say great job to him as well.
So go check that one out. Definitely going to stay on top of this.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge federal offense, so it's going to be big.
The next thing we got here, this was some dedication by PvP people v Preds. Number 54, Dale, wanted to be topped by a 14-year-old. So basically, PvP met up with this guy. The guy was just, saying whatever and ended up saying he's going home. So he chased him around the city, essentially. But let's play this. I thought this was pretty going the extra mile.
Not only did he chase him around the city, but watch it.
It's muted, by the way. So a bus pulls up. The guy's like, I'm about to dip.
And mind you, the guy has already gone to the store, gotten something to drink. PvP has just followed him the entire way.
Yeah, PvP's Payne is fair.
And you might be thinking, okay, well, are they going to this guy's house? Like, where are they taking the bus? Well,
they end up taking it straight to the police station.
Do you know how iconic that is?
Yeah, that's a pretty next level.
They literally pulled up at the police station, and PvP, we are happy to announce, had his arrest, which is very well deserved.
But the arrest was actually, it was in a 5150 hold.
No.
Yeah, because he said he wanted to hurt himself. They do have him cuffed. I want to reach out to PvP to get an update, but yeah, they took him in a 5150, which I guess is better than nothing.
Right, yeah. Right.
Off the streets. So that's some real dedication. I've personally never seen a predator catcher take a bus with the pred to the police station.
Right. They weren't going to the mall. They were going straight to the police station. So super dope.
Shout out to PvP. The next one we have is also from PvP. It's number 55, Jack. Wanted to hot sex with a 15-year-old boy.
At 2 in the morning.
Yeah, things got a little heated.
Right?
Okay.
Let me get a good picture of you real quick.
Yeah.
Don't
fucking
Uh-oh.
Fucking touch my shit.
Did you just hit me with that?
Don't touch my shit, homeboy.
Oh, that's it.
Good, call the police.
Better yet, my roommate's FBI.
Good, call the police.
Uh-oh.
Roommates FBI,
FBI, and I'm going to sneak out with a 15-year-old.
What an idiot. And also, yeah, don't touch someone's shit if you don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
And you're in public, so he has every right to film you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And the predator said that he was just walking to Ralph's at 2 a.m. to get some milk or something.
Oh,
so,
yeah, right. I'm sure.
Just a stroll at 2 a.m.
Just your standard grocery run.
Yeah.
So shout out to PvP holding his own over there. The next one we had released was an older catch. Not too old, but this was the Peace Treaty catch with the NVCAP and PP Mass.
Nice.
We did cover it on when PP Mass dropped it, I believe. But let's see. NVCAP added some nice music.
Love that.
Super epic.
I will say I cannot hear the talking.
You don't need to hear the talking when you got that music.
And you kept asking this, which you thought was not 15, it was 14.
Ooh.
And you kept asking for pictures. Why were you
that piano though?
Yeah, super, super great. We love NVCAP. We think you're doing a really great job. I see him going and driving like 3 hours to do a catch with Alex. Like he's really, really going out of his way to meet up with these catchers, to get that exposure, get that experience. He's doing a great job interacting on his own channel with all his viewers.
And I think it's good. I mean, he had an interview today actually on What's Your Story?
Oh,
and
okay.
He goes a little in depth into his process and why he does this and whatnot. But he's pretty, intellectual when it comes to what he's doing and what he wants for the future and what he wants, as a whole from this movement. And it's pretty cool. So definitely go check out NVCAP.
I've actually heard someone say he's the young Elon Musk.
The young Elon Musk. Yeah.
Elon.
Honestly, yeah, he's pretty smart. So go check out NVCAP doing big things. The next thing we got here is Steph. We're not going to play this for you, but this was a live talk to go over the pilots chats. This was dropped today. It was a live about a couple hours ago. So if you are going to be watching the CPP catch, go head over to Steph Decoy Call's channel. We'll link that as well in the description. She goes over the whole chat with this guy. So if you want to get, really just engulfed into this situation, get ready for the CPP catch on Sunday, go take a look.
Yeah. And I did hear from PvP Ho, who works with Steph, that they are going to be doing a live call right after this episode, or they may have already started at 7. So go over to her channel after this if you want to see a call with, I don't think it's going to be the pilot Pred. Maybe it will be, but definitely a phone call.
That's Steph Decoy Calls on YouTube.
We'll link it.
And then the last video that came out, this was a nasty Pred sting operation gone wrong. And this was from OB Nation. You already know how we feel. But the intro, though, is like some crazy.
It's that BBC editor.
So, a sting operation in a hotel where this predator thinks he is meeting with an underage boy, not realizing what he's in for.
How could you do this? Get on your knees! God, please forgive me.
Oh man, yeah, we're not gonna go too deep. We've told you guys, Rami needs to be an IRL streamer. He has an audience. He has people that will definitely watch him.
But as long as he's exposing people, I will put him on.
We will put it on if he exposes people in the right way.
Yeah.
We won't show anything too foolish. I will say last night he did have a live. He did catch a man coming to meet with a child. There was no arrest. He let the guy walk off.
Yeah.
And for anyone that does follow Rami, his camera guy, I don't remember his name, but he's been with him. Kareem, he's actually sad news. He's actually leaving and he's moving back home to a different state. So he will no longer be in the videos all the time. I guess go send his family well wishes. His mom is not doing well. So definitely go send him some love and them some love. I've only heard really great things about Kareem himself. So we definitely are sending our love to you.
And that about wraps it up, guys.
That's it, guys. That was our
have.
weekend recap. Who do we have in chat?
We got Gob, Chaos, Lori, Colorado Ped Patrol, Patriotic, Amy, Arizona Predator Prevention.
Wow, we
Daisy,
have a lot
Faith,
of new
Brandon.
people. Honestly, there's so many new people. We're so appreciative to you guys, and we really hope that you liked the episode. We do new lives every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We know your lives can get really chaotic. You may not be able to catch all the catches or maybe the update video, so we will do all that work for you and put it on here.
Yes, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, give us about an hour, and we always link every single thing and video we talk about. That way, if you want to watch a catch that we referenced, you can click on the video and go see that.
And if you're new here, if you could just drop us some purple hearts as you leave and leave a like as well. It really helps the algorithm. We appreciate all you being here. And until next time, we'll see you again.
Rain those purple hearts, guys.
Peace.
All right, we love you. Bye.